Okay.
Happy Wednesday evening, everybody. How do you like that? I found my singing bowl. I can't get it to sing, but I can at least get it to ding. So we'll be using that tonight, if I remember, as we come out of our corpse pose, as we come out of Shavasana. So Wednesday, let's see, I was talking to the class this morning about all the things we've been baking. 2 days ago on Good Morning America, they said, so many people are baking banana bread. There's just something about when you're in the house, how you want to make banana bread. So far, I've made 2 batches of salted caramel cookies, 2 batches of banana nut muffins, a batch of cinnamon scones, a batch of ginger scones, and a batch of blueberry scones. And tomorrow I need to make more blueberry scones and send some to my sister-in-law down in Florida. So I know Barb is not listening or watching right now because they're upstairs having a virtual birthday party for her, but she'll be getting scones in a couple days. So again, this is a gentle yoga class. I'm seated on my cushion. If you would like to sit on something for the beginning of the class, we're going to just take a few moments here in a seated pose, a nice comfortable seated pose, and center ourselves somewhat. Come into not necessarily a meditative state, but just focusing on our breath and trying to let some of the day go, trying to let our minds just quiet. This is an hour that you can just kind of let go of what's going on around us. So find your seat. You can be on the mat. You can be up on a block, a yoga block or a cushion. Sit either to the center or the front slightly so that you're not rounding off the back. We want to sit up nice and tall, either a neutral pelvic floor or one that's just tipping slightly forward, tailbone sloping out slightly. Roll your shoulders down your back. Let your hands rest heavily in your lap. Your legs can be crossed. They can be out. Just make sure that however you're sitting is comfortable. Hands again, either resting in your lap or they might be on your thighs. Palms up as though you're receiving or giving energy, or palms down. You might be conserving energy. And then just close your eyes. Allow the breath to smoothly begin to flow in and out through the nose. Just bringing your awareness to that breath. Don't worry about how deep it is right now. Don't worry about how slow it is. Just feel it. If you wish, you can start Ujjayi breath, and that's that ocean breath, bringing a slight constriction to the back of the throat. It allows you to connect a little more fully with your breath, being able to hear it and feel it. Slowly deepening the breath. See if you can feel the belly rise and fall with the breath. Allow the breath to move up into the ribs, belly and ribs. Allow the breath to move belly, ribs, and chest. Continue with your Dirga Pranayama, the yogic 3-part breath with Ujjayi breath. Listen to the breath. Imagine the breath in is a wave crashing along the shoreline, and the breath out is that wave gently receding back into the ocean. Allow the out breath to last a little longer. Allow your chin to gently drop toward your chest. With your breath, just make little movements of your chin from one shoulder to the other. Release any tension that you may be holding behind your neck or between your shoulder blades. Allow your chin to return to your chest, and then very carefully begin to draw your chin up only as high as your neck will allow. Feel the breath fully inflating belly, ribs, chest. And then carefully bring your chin back to center. Open your eyes. So not only does motion bring heat to our body, but the breath as well. So you may already feel a little warming in your body. Let's see if we can bring a little bit of movement now. Just a little side to side. Just sway a little side to side. Start to use your arms now a little bit. Maybe walking the left arm out. Coming back through center, the right arm out. Just some nice, easy swaying side to side. Good. Come back to center. Let us take the right leg out and bring your left foot, not necessarily pressing up into the inner thigh, but just somewhere comfortable here. Okay, so you have a nice little space between knee and foot. And just start to sway again, just a little bit side to side. Little side to side. Good. Come back to center. Take your right hand and just let it glide down your right leg. And then take your left arm. See if you can open your chest toward the left and take that left arm up and over. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, just slide down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, lift up. Turn to face the front. As you exhale, just sweep your left arm toward your right foot, chest facing your leg. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, sweep forward, chest facing your right leg. Inhale, come back up. One more time. Start to notice into your low back. Nice little stretch, little space. Come back up. Take your right hand behind your hip. Then we're going to take that left arm, big breath in. As you exhale, sweep to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale again, sweep left arm outside of right leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, all the way back up. Both hands down. Just bend your right knee. You're going to take right foot in line with your left knee and take both hands now to frame, right knee in line with left foot, and both hands to frame your left knee. So just press your fingertips, inhale, lift up, and just exhale, pulse over your left thigh. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, pulse over the left thigh. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, just pulse gently down. Inhale, come all the way back up. We're going to bring the feet back to the floor. Take them a little wider apart. Bring your hands behind you. And just allow your knees to start to sway also from side to side. Good. We're going to take that left leg out. Bring your right foot in. It's not, again, necessarily pressing into your right or left thigh. It's just there. It's just near there. Okay. And we're just going to sway a little from side to side. Imagine your spine just kind of like a, oh, how am I going to say this? Just like one vertebrae at a time. Moving from bottom to top. Nice and easy. Good. And then come up to center. Left hand on your leg. We're going to take that right arm out to the side. And we're just going to, actually right arm still out here. We're just going to inhale. Left arm goes up. Yep, right arm on leg. I'm sorry. Or left arm on leg. Inhale, right arm back up. Exhale, right arm over ear. Slide that left hand down your leg. Inhale, come back up. Again, exhale, reach over your ear. Inhale all the way up. Now this time turn forwards as you exhale, sweep the arm. Let the left arm slide toward your toes. Reach your right arm out, chest toward your left leg. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, closing your chest over your left leg. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale again, all the way down. Inhale, come all the way up. Left hand behind your hip. We're going to exhale, sweep that arm all the way to the outside of your left leg. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, sweep outside of left leg. Inhale, sweep back. And one more time. Exhale. Inhale all the way back. Good. You're going to bend your left knee. Right foot near left knee. Frame your right knee with both hands. Inhale, press yourself up tall. Exhale, just pulse over your right thigh. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, pulse. Inhale, lift. And exhale, pulse. Come all the way back to center. Hands behind you, feet on the outer edge of your mat. And then just sway your knees again from side to side. Okay. This time, allow your knees to drop toward the right. Again, right foot, left knee. Bring both hands around behind your right thigh. Behind your right thigh. Inhale, press up tall. Twist a little more to the right. Twist a little more. And then just lower gently onto your forearms. We're not going to take the full twist. We're just going to come down onto our forearms. Just let your chin drop. Let your spine be very relaxed here. Feel your navel moving to the right. We're twisting gently to the right. Then press your hands into the floor. You're going to walk all the way back. Take your knees now to the left. Bring your arms all the way around to the back so you're behind your left thigh. Twist gently, press down, come up nice and tall. Twist gently now to the left. Take another deep breath in. Lengthen onto your forearms. That's as far as we're going to go here. Just onto our forearms. Let your chin drop. And then press your hands into the ground and come all the way back up. So we're going to come off of the prop if you're sitting on a prop. So think of those twists in this way. If you just ate your dinner 2 hours ago like we did, you're actually aiding in that process, moving things along as you gently twist into those belly organs. So we're going to roll forward and come into table pose. Come into table pose. Okay. Get your feet toward the back of the mat. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under hips, and a line behind the wrists. Let your chin drop. Again, relax your neck. Maybe a little bit of swaying from side to side or up and down. And then start to come into a cow pose by inhaling, tailbone up, belly softens toward the ground, lifting your gaze. Draw your shoulder blades towards center. As you exhale, drop the chin. Press your hands into the ground. Engage your shoulder girdle. Round your spine. Draw your navel in and tuck your tailbone. Inhale again into the cow, Vityasana. And exhale into the cat, Marjoriasana. Again, feel the movement of the spine. Continue the cats and cows with your own breath. Moving as though a wave of water is moving up and down your vertebrae. It often reminds me of physics class when we were doing sine waves. Remember doing that with jump ropes or some rope where you just take it from side to side and you see those waves moving through? Think of it very similar. Inhaling, chest opens, collarbone broadens. Exhaling, creating space between the vertebrae. Good. So let's come into a neutral pose. Walk your hands back, curl your toes under. Sit back onto your curled under toes and just let them move a little bit from side to side. You want to feel from the pinky toe all the way to the big toe. Good. Then bring your hands just to the floor by your knees. Point your toes. Lift your knees only as high as you need to get that really nice stretch at the tops of your feet. Oh. And then release your knees. Bring your hands back to table pose. Inhale into the cow. This time, exhale, just drop the chin, round your spine, but press your hands forward and allow your hips to move back towards your heels. Inhale again, roll out into your cow. Tailbone, belly, head lifts. Exhale, chin drops. Again, as you round the spine, press your hands forward. Tailbone, sitting bones near your heels. Inhale again, roll out into your cow. Exhale, drop the chin, press back, the prostrated hero pose. Inhale into your cow, curl your toes under. Exhale into a bent knee, downward facing dog. Just let your ears come between your biceps. That's all the farther you need to go. Inhale, knees to floor, release toes. Cow pose, exhale, drop the chin, press back. Inhale, back to cow, curl toes under. Exhale, we're just going to lift the hips high enough to get our ears between our biceps. So the knees are very bent. Inhale, release your knees, toes, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin and press back. Now take your hands a little wider, pinky finger on the outer edge of the mat. This time, keep the chin tucked. Inhale. We're going to start to draw the chest between the arms. Lower your hips and then just press your hands into the floor. Lengthen from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Feel the traction in the spine. And then exhale. Press back. Again, inhale. Float forward. The last thing to come up will be the head. So it's rounding up gently. And then exhale. Use your strong core muscles to lift your hips and thigh bones and press them back. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Press your hands in. Open through the heart. Feel the shoulder blades pressing your heart forward. And then exhale. When you come back this time, let your forehead rest on the mat and bring your arms around by your feet with the palms up. Bring your hands back around. Head is still down. Reach them way out in front. Pinky finger on the outer edge of the mat. Good. From the prostrated hero pose, we're going to inhale, come up to cow. Curl the toes under. Lift your gaze. Exhale, coming almost to downward facing dog. Still a little bend in the knees. Inhale, knees to floor. Release your toes. Cow pose. Exhale, press back. Tuck the chin. Inhale, come all the way forward. Keeping the chin tucked till the last moment. Draw your belly, your chest, then your head up. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come to cow pose, curl toes under. Exhale, again, almost to downward facing dog. We're going to start to press those heels back just a bit. And then inhale, back to cow. Release your toes, look up. Exhale, drop the chin, round your spine, press back. Inhale, come all the way forward again. Lengthen from hips to chest to crown of head. Exhale, press back. Inhale, cow pose, curl toes under. And then exhale, we're going to lift those hips. Feel our downward facing dog. Make sure that most of the weight is into the pointer finger and thumb side of your hands. Your head hanging softly between your upper arms. Walk your feet. So just press one heel back at a time, bending the opposite knee. As you press it, hold it for just a few heartbeats here to feel that stretch into the calf. And then see if you can also start pressing your thigh bone back so you can feel the hamstring. Come up on both tiptoes and then press those heels back. Curl the tailbone up a little. Try to lengthen into your spine. Smooth breaths. Remember, in through the nose, out through the nose. Full breaths, belly, ribs, chest. Come up on your tiptoes. Lower your knees. This time, touch your toes. We're going to open those knees maybe a little wider than hip width. Press your hips back towards your heels. With your fingers spread wide on the mat, settling into child pose. Imagine trying to draw the mat back towards you and expanding your back. Breathe into the belly, ribs, and back. Then slowly come back to table pose. Look over your right shoulder and move your hips to the right. Look over your left shoulder, move your hips to the left. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Come back to your neutral table. Engage your belly, so draw your belly in and your low ribs. Our lower root locks. You're going to extend the right leg straight back. Toes facing the floor. You can take a peek, make sure. Left arm coming forward. Keep your gaze down. Feel from that left shoulder to your right hip, the muscles moving, opposing energy, opposite directions here. Spinal balancing sunbird pose. Breathe. Take a deep breath in, lift. Exhale, just take your knee to your elbow, pull it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, open again, one more time. Exhale, knee to elbow, and then release everything back to table. Take a cat and a cow. Inhale, tailbone up, belly soft, head lifts. Exhale into your cat. Once again, neutral table. Drawing the Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Those are those two lower root locks. We're going to extend that left leg back. Press into the heel, toes facing the floor. Again, take a peek. Make sure you're not externally rotating. Right arm comes forward. Now we're going to reach out through those right fingertips and press into that left heel. You got someone pulling your hand, someone pulling your leg. Feel those opposing energies once again. Make sure you're not holding your breath, so you're not holding tension anywhere. Now take a deep breath and extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, pull it in, and then release everything back down. Good. Walk your hands back and just come up onto your knees. All right, just come up onto your knees. Roll your shoulders a few times, maybe. Bring your hands forward. Turn your hands so that the palms are going out. And then crisscross your hands and interlace your fingers. So we're going to take a deep breath. Stretch those arms, and as you exhale, bend the elbows and bring your arms so that it looks like you're turning them inside out. Inhale, stretch them out. Exhale, bend elbows. Good. Inhale, release. And then switch. All right, inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend elbows. Turn your arms inside out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, inside out. And let it extend and arms down. Oh, good. Now we're going to sit back. We're only going to be sitting back for just a few moments. So we'll only be here for a little bit. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. You're going to start to come forward, laying your chest kind of on your thighs. Bring the forehead to the floor and then lift your hips so that your hips are right over your knees and now the crown of your head is on the mat. See if you can allow your arms to just fold over. If your shoulders are really tight, you might find placing a towel, a dish rag, a yoga strap, or a scarf between your hands. If you create a little space between the hands, you can maybe get your fingers or your arms a little bit more lifted. Really allow the stretchage of the shoulders. So this is the pose of humility. Of course, if you had neck issues, this might not be something you'd be doing. So you must modify. You need to let your body speak to you and respect what your body is telling you. And then slowly roll to the forehead. Keep your hands together if you can. Come back to seated. And then just let those arms float forward. Good. Bring the hands back to the floor. Table pose. Inhale, cow, curl toes under. Exhale, coming into that downward facing dog. We should feel pretty good right now. Our bodies are really open. Everything from our ankles up to the knees, hips, shoulders, even the wrists. Look between your hands and then come up on your tiptoes. Now start to walk baby steps. Little baby steps. We want to get our feet all the way up between the hands. You're going to have to bend your knees, maybe come up under your fingertips. Get those feet all the way. Feel the weight on your arms. We're starting to get the arms warmed up as well. And then lower. Oh. Good. Inhale, half lift. Hands on shin or knees. Hips lift. Gaze lifts. Look forward. Flat back. Exhale. Fold again. Soft knees. Chin tucks. Release your fingers down. Inhale. Flat back. Half lift. Exhale again. Fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a little deeper. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ah. Oh, I'm feeling energized. So maybe take your feet a little wider hip width, shoulders rolling down your back, neutral pelvic floor. Muscles engaged. You can feel if you lift your kneecaps or your toes, how your thighs, the muscles hug the bones. Hands to heart center. Press your feet firmly into the ground. Inhale, let's grow tall. Exhale, swan dive. Lead from the hips. Heart comes down. Little bend in knees, tuck the chin. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Again, inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Then bend the knees a little more. Sweep the arms, reach up, look up if you wish. Be mindful of the neck. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, swan dive. Hinge at the hips, lead with the heart. Come all the way down. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, sweep arms, reach up, look up if the neck allows. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fingertips and toes in line. We're going to step the right foot all the way back. Release that knee to the floor and walk your left foot out a little bit to the side. Bring both hands now to the inside of your left foot. All right, so we're going to, again, create some nice movement here. So you may just take your arms a little more to the right. Feel a little swaying side to side. You may want to walk your arms to the left. Feel how the hips move. All right, you may be straightening out the left leg. You may be taking both hands to the floor and coming a little deeper into your lunge. Anything that feels good here. Just create some flow. Front to back, side to side. Little twists. We're going to take a deeper twist here in a moment, but just anything again. Open your left hip. Feel into your right quadricep. Good. So let's bring both hands now to the front. On the inside of that left foot, you're going to walk your left foot a little bit more to the left. The right hand comes forward just a bit so that the shoulder is just slightly in back of the wrist. Take that left hand, see if you can reach it around, and then just sink into your right hip. Just sink into your right hip. Now see if you can bend your right knee and grab that foot. So here's where you again might need a scarf, a rag, a yoga block, or a yoga strap. Now you can come forward. That's going to deepen the stretch into the quadricep. Or you can take the twist, and that's turning your chest toward the left. Draw your left shoulder back. This is called twisted monkey, twisted monkey. Just a nice little twist here. Good. And then slowly release that foot. Bring that hand back. We're going to walk the left foot back. Walk that left foot all the way back. Good. Curl the right toes under. Let's come to a runner's lunge. So aligning your toes with your fingertips and maybe walking that foot forward or the right foot back. Feel into your hips here. Take a nice big breath in and then step forward and fold. Woo! Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down. Let's step that left foot back. Take that knee to the floor. All right, just walk your right foot a little to the right. Bring both hands now to the inside of that right foot. And again, you're just going to allow the movements just to kind of organically occur. Whatever feels good. Little twists, little turns, little length in that leg. Find the hamstring. Maybe arms are sweeping again. Whatever feels good. Walking the arms from one side to the other. Down onto the forearms, feel into that right hip. Anything. Listen to what your body is looking for. Listen to the areas that need attention. Maybe the hips, the back, the hamstrings. Maybe your calves, your quads. Maybe your shoulders. Good. Bring your hands back to the front. And you're going to walk that right foot now a little out to the side. Left hand comes forward just a bit. And then just take your right arm and reach around as though you want to reach toward that back foot. And then see if you can just sink a little bit into your left hip. Just sink a little into that left hip. Good. Then we're going to come back. See if you can reach around and grab that back foot. Okay, so you can either just draw that heel in towards your butt, come forward, feel the quadricep, or take the twist. Draw your right shoulder back. Move your chest to the right. Try to broaden across your chest. Take that shoulder back a little bit more. See if you can even roll your chest maybe a little toward the ceiling. You can be looking up. Anything again. Good. Then very carefully release that foot. Bring your hand back. You're going to walk your right foot all the way back. Okay. Fingertips and toes in line. Curl the left toes under. Come to your runner's lunge. Make the adjustments as you need to. You may need to widen the stance, widen the space between the feet. Crown of head moving away from the left heel. Good. Take a nice breath in here. We're going to step forward and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sweep your arms, reach up, look up if you wish. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take your feet hip width apart. Close your eyes. Build your stance, build Tadasana, your mountain from your foundation. So as your feet press down and the legs are pressing and actively squeezing muscle to bone, skin to muscle, draw the navel up and in slightly. Allow the tailbone in a nice neutral position. Shoulders down your back. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fingers and toes in line. We're going to step the right foot back. Walk all your 10 toes toward the long side of your mat. So walk your hands to the right, turning all 10 toes to the long side of the mat. Engage your legs, so press your feet firmly down, pinky toe, big toe, all the four corners of your feet. Take the tailbone behind you, crown of head toward the opposite side, away from the tailbone. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way to standing. Good. Turn your toes out. Open your arms, five-pointed star. Inhale, take your arms up to the sky. And exhale, come down into cactus. Arms, Utkatasana, the goddess pose or horse pose. Inhale, press your feet in, reach up to the sky. Exhale again, coming down, Utkatasana. Inhale, press slowly up. Exhale, back down. Good. Reach your arms out. Let the arms come down as you straighten out your legs. Just hop your feet together to center. Okay. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, take a nice curve into your spine to the right. Little half moon. It's Ardha Chandrasana, the standing pose. Inhale, come back up. And exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up. And then jump into that pose again. Five-pointed star. Good. Come down into your squat. And then back up. We're going to turn the right toes to the short end. Turn your left toes in. Reach out with your right arm. Lengthen. Your left arm. Oh, whatever arm I'm doing. I guess I'm in the right arm. Right arm over your right toes. Come down. Right arm down. Left arm up. Left hip pulling back. We're coming into triangle pose. Breathe. Open the chest. Fingertip, heart, fingertip. Good. Now just bring your left hand down to meet the right. Placing your hands on your right shin. Square your hips, so pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Take a breath in and just lengthen as you draw the chin down toward your shin. If your fingertips can come to the floor, go ahead. If you want to keep your hands on your shin, that's fine too. Or you have your props if you need to put your hands on blocks or a book or something here. Good. Okay, now you're going to bend your right knee, lift that left heel, and release the knee to the floor. Release your left toes. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, coming into Anjaneyasana. Good. And then release your hands back to the mat. Curl those left toes under. We're going to turn to the long side of the mat. Left toes toward the long side of the mat as well. Now just slide all the way to the left. All right. Turn again. Lower right knee to the floor. Release your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come back down. You're going to curl those right toes under. Come back up. Straighten out both legs. Drop that right foot flat to the mat. Again, either hands on your left shin or just fingertips to the floor. Finding Parsvottanasana. Then come up slightly, left hand on your left leg. Take that right arm up to the sky. So you open, whoops, that was good. Very graceful of me. Open into triangle pose. Press all the way back up. Turn all 10 toes out. Come back down into the goddess. Back up into 5-pointed star, all 10 toes to the long side. Step your feet together, arms to the sky. Big breath in. Take a side bend to the right. Inhale, come up and to the left. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, release your arms all the way down. So now we'll go to the other side. Okay. Inhale, arms reach high, palms touch if you can. This time let's go to the left first. Side bend, open into your right side. Inhale, come up. Exhale into the left side, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, come up, and then step out. All 10 toes facing the long side, 5-pointed star. Bring your heels in, turn your toes out, come down into your goddess squat. Press back up, left toes to the short side of the mat, turn your right toes in. Pull the right hip back, big breath. Lengthen out over the left leg. Left arm goes down, right arm goes up. Come into Trikonasana, triangle. Breathe. Expand your fingers. Expand the energy. Feel the movement of the prana. And then just close your triangle by bringing that right hand down and squaring the hips. So bringing your right hip forward, left hip back. Again, you can keep your hands on your shin. If you wish to come down a little bit, maybe fingertips to the floor. Both legs remain straight in Parsvottanasana. Then we're going to bend that left knee. Bring your hands to the floor. Take your right knee down and release your toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Then release, hands down. We're going to curl those right toes under again. And then turn to the right. Remember, right foot is flat on the floor now. Slide to the right. Stay low. Turn. Left knee down. Release your toes. Inhale. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Bring both hands down to the floor. Curl those left toes under. Step the left foot in just a little. Foot flat to the mat. Draw your legs straight. Again, you can bring your hands to your right shin. Square the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Then maybe coming up a bit. Right hand on the shin. Left arm goes up to the sky. Moving into triangle pose. Draw the left hip back. Feel from fingertip to heart to fingertip, broaden. Come all the way back up. Turn all 10 toes out. Come down into your goddess. Come back up. Turn all 10 toes to the long side of the mat. 5-pointed star. Take a deep breath, hop to center. Take that exhale to the left first, or to the right. Inhale, come up, and then to the other side. Inhale, reach for the sky, and exhale, release all the way down. Whew, good breath. So that was a moon salutation, our moon salutation, and that was kind of in honor of the pink moon, which I did not see at 3 in the morning because I was sound asleep. So let's go ahead and just come to the end of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fingers and toes in line. Step your right foot back. Inhale, take your left foot back. You're in plank pose. Exhale, releasing yourself slowly all the way down. Release your toes. Bring your arms by your side. Maybe the chin on the floor. See me there. We're going to keep the tops of the feet pressing down on the ground. Inhale, just your chest and your arms up. Now don't throw your head back. Just keep your gaze neutral toward the end of the mat. And then lower down. And then we're going to come up into the flying locust. So chest, head, arms, and legs are going to come up. So ready, chin on mat. Inhale. Lengthen from crown of head to toes. Try to reach your fingers towards your toes. Breathe deep. Now lower your feet. Bring your hands just to mid-ribs. Just to mid-ribs. Turn your pointer fingers out slightly. Inhale. Draw the crown of your head and your chest up. Soften your butt. Feel your cobra pose. Exhale. Release down. And then press back. Hips and heels touch. Forehead to mat. Come back to table pose. If you can cross your legs and roll over them, bring your legs to the front, or just take your legs out to the side. So we're going to bring our legs all the way to the front of the mat. Set your sitting bones onto the floor. Press your heels forward, toes going up. Roll your shoulders down your back and bring your hands by your side. Feel your pose. This is Dandasana. You can feel into the legs, feel into your back. There's a lot going on here. It's a very simple pose, but feel what's going on. Good. Then let's inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, lift the chin, draw your chest just a little forward, just a little, and then release your arms. Let your chin drop gently. Soften your low back. Keep pressing into your heels. Keep a little bend in the elbows so your shoulders are relaxed. We're hinging from the hips, so if you cannot take the breath into the belly, come back up and enter again. Make sure that you're not bending at the belly. We want to lengthen the spine. Then use your hands, release your hands to the floor and use them to come all the way back up. All right. Go down onto your backs. And bring your feet flat to the floor, close to your butt. Okay. We're going to take the legs up to the sky. Cross your left knee over your right knee and then bend your knees. Can you grab your opposite feet? If you need to put a scarf around your right foot, that's the foot you might need a little assistance with. Coming into our reclining cow face legs, see if you can just take the heels a little down towards your hips. This is also called shoelaces. See how that looks like I have my legs in shoelaces. If you wish, just draw your thighs in toward your chest. Give your left butt cheek a nice little stretch here, your left glute. Then release your feet. Take your legs back up to the sky. Woo. Cross the right knee over the left knee. Bend your knees, so right knee's on top of left knee. See if you can reach down and grab your feet. You may have to put the scarf around the left foot now. Gently drawing your heels towards your hips or taking them into shoelaces. Again, just play with the pose here. Then start to draw your thighs toward your chest and feel into your right glute. Release your feet. Untwist your legs. Draw your knees into your chest. Just a little side to side if you wish. Now try to keep your knees in close, but open your arms like airplane wings. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just let your knees drop to the right, like you're trying to take them towards your right elbow. And then just turn your head to the left. And bring your head back to center. Inhale, bring your knees back. Exhale, knees now toward left elbow. And then just turn your head to the right. Bring your head back to center. Inhale, bring your knees back. Any other pose your body requires before relaxation. Maybe some happy baby by keeping your toes touching. Open your knees. Bring your arms up between your legs to grab the pinky toe side of your feet. And then just rock gently side to side. Taking your legs straight if you wish, but drawing that opposite knee down toward the floor. And eventually releasing to the floor. You can either keep the soles of your feet pressing together, allow your knees to drop to the side. You can bring your feet forward, allow your feet to drop to the side. Press the back of your head down onto the mat, lift your back. Allow your shoulder blades to glide towards center. When you release down, the earth is now connected to your shoulders. Turn your palms up. Breathe into the body. Take that deep breath in. Feed every cell in your body with that awesome oxygen. Bringing in the positive energy. Exhale the negative. Relax your legs. Soften your hips. Soften your belly. Relax your shoulders. Make sure you're not holding any muscle tension at all in your upper body. Everything's just sinking down onto the mat. Feel the arms heavy all the way to the palms, to the fingers. Feel the skin on your face. Allow it to be soft, completely relaxed. Brows, eyes, cheeks, and mouth. And then find your breath. Smooth, full breath in. Slow breath out. Allow your breath to start to move at its own normal rhythm. And invite motion slowly back into your legs, back into your arms, into your feet, your toes, your hands, your fingers, and even allowing your head to gently rock from side to side. Eventually drawing your knees into your chest and then carefully rolling onto your right side. Use your arms to gently guide you back into your seated pose. And once you are seated, allow your shoulders to roll down your back. Allow your arms to rest heavily in your lap or hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Drawing the breath in through your nose, allow it to leave through your mouth as though you're blowing through a little straw. And then open your eyes. Release your hands down by your side, and with one more big breath, let us reach our arms to the sky and draw your hands back to heart center. So thank you so much for being with me this evening. I will be here again tomorrow at 10:45 for another gentle yoga class. And please join me Friday night if you're able at 7 p.m. for our Yin and Restorative. It is the BYOB yoga. And so far it's been my best attended is the Friday nights. So it's a very gentle class. There is some yin involved. It's what you might call comfortable discomfort, just kind of everything's on the mat, but we're just kind of allowing our body to move into places to deepen into those spaces, give our tendons and ligaments and our muscles just a nice stretch here. And then we move right from the yin into the restorative part. It's awesome. Make sure you have lots of pillows, maybe a blanket. You might want a scarf if you don't have a yoga strap. We use that sometimes too. I'm not even sure what we'll be needing Friday night, but as long as you have plenty of big, at least one big cushion, say from a bed pillow, a nice big cushion, and a couple small ones, it works out really good. So, and again, if you wish to make any donations, I already have about $250 I'll be sending to our local food bank, and I truly appreciate everyone who has given up until this point. I just think it's awesome. You don't have to, obviously. I will continue these classes as long as we have to remain in-house, but if you so desire, I truly appreciate anything that you can do. Again, thank you so much for being with me this evening. The light in me truly honors the divine light within you. Namaste.